Hello, welcome to Everest Base Camp, the Homeschool Edition. I'm Al Harsh, the Regional Director for the East Coast here in the US. What we're going to go through is one product at a time, or one part at a time, and give you some general information on how to install, some tips and tricks on the job site, and some challenges that you can avoid. Today we're going to discuss the mid clamp. On our mid clamp, it has integrated grounding in it by the tabs on the top biting into the module. This is our dark mid. This is our mill mid. To install a mid clamp, basically have the top piece turned the opposite direction of the bottom, and it just makes it a little easier to grab the little plastic tabs on the installer aid. This piece right here is what you want to line up parallel with the rail, and then just give it 1/2 a turn clockwise, and the clamp is engaged in the rail. You know it's engaged properly if it's standing up, and you can slide it into the rail without it wobbling. Our clamps are universal with all our rail profiles, and here I'm showing it going into the 80 rail as well as into our 48 XL. To remove the clamp, you just lift the tabs slightly, give it 1/2 turn counterclockwise, and then you can pull it out of the rail. One unique feature with our clamp is if you wanted to install these on the ground, you can turn a clamp into the rail section and then lift up the rail section on the roof with the clamps already installed. One other feature is once you do have the clamps installed, you can rack a module by using the clamp to support the module as you're installing it. It allows you to not have another person holding the module on the one side while you're adjusting it into the array. One common thing that can happen that just makes it a little challenging is sometimes the installer gets a little bit rambunctious in putting the clamp into the rail, and they use force instead of finesse, and they wind up popping off one side or both sides of the little plastic tabs that engage the MK3 piece. All you would have to do in that case, and I'm just going to show you something here. If you tried to install this in this way, it's not going to be able to turn into the rail or stand up. See how it's waddling in there? It's a clear indication that a clamp is obviously not in the rail correctly. If you want to adjust the clamp and get it to work again, just line up the two tabs on the side, give it a click. Once it's snapped in, then you can turn it back into the rail. Okay. One thing that we have witnessed on a job site is someone said that the mid clamp was cracking the module. The only way that can happen if you are torquing it down with 12 foot-pounds, which is the recommended torque, is if you have the clamp in this position, which is not the position you want to have it in. The ends of the clamp over here, you can see, this is what you have in the space between the modules, and this is the part that bites down onto the module and forms your ground and bond in the system and holds the module in place. If you tighten this up, it's obvious you're going to be placing the metal of the module into the glass on the module, and that's a bad thing. If you would like more information, you can log on to everest-solarsystems.com, click on the 3 little lines on the left-hand side, you go to products, pick the product you'd like to learn more about, and then you scroll down to downloads, and in the download section, we have all of the data sheets, assembly instructions, span charts, and all of the engineering letters. Thank you so much.